welcome everyone to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming by my show. Please hit the like button. If you are, if this is your first time here, then welcome. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification button too. Either way, if you have not, that way you'll know anytime I drop a new video, if I go live, if I have some breaking news, like something I'm about to talk to you guys right now about. But my show basically is about life. Well, I would say reality TV, pop culture news, according to Chanel, which is me. So it's whatever I think, just saying. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Bravo and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Atlanta has been the star of the Housewives shows for quite some time. I think it wasn't until it was Beverly Hills that took over, but I think they only took over because that Erica Girardi story where she was in some sort of lawsuit, her and her husband. Anyway, that made major news, like not only in the Bravo sphere, it went everywhere. But today, so recently we've learned that KANDI Burruss, she was the longest running housewife across every franchise. So I believe she had been on Bravo as a housewife of Atlanta since, well, for 14 years. I really wish she would have stayed because this year is going to be their Sweet 16 year. And I just feel like you need the greats to be there. Just like I feel like Nene should be there. I know it's never going to happen. I know. But whatever. I wish Nene was there. I wish KANDI was there. I know a lot of people don't like Marlo, but I love Marlo. Shout out to Marlo. Um, Honestly, Claudia Jordan, I felt like she read Nene that season, that one season she was on. I like Claudia Jordan in general. I feel like if I knew her, we'd probably be friends in real life. But anywho, maybe not. I don't know. She just seems like an intelligent, fair person. But even Nene said, "Listen, y'all need to." According to somebody I heard or read somewhere, Nene told, I think it was Carlos King that said it. Shout out to Carlos on his channel, his messy self. We love you, Carlos. Um, I think Carlos King said, uh, after they were, I think they were, I don't know where they were, in Bermuda or somewhere with that one lady. Um, oh, I forget her name, but she was on. She dated that guy, that black guy, who wasn't even that cute. But anyways, she was on the Housewives for one season too. I think she was trying to promote her CD, and I actually like her song. Dang it, it's called 100, but I can't remember her name at the moment. Anyways, Carlos said that after Claudia read Nene at the table, Nene went over to them and was like, "Yo, you need to hire Claudia. She read me." And I do think that's difficult to do because Nene will get you together, okay? But so let me see, who else will get you together? All the ones will get you together. Kim Zolciak, shout out to Kim, even though I don't know if I like Kim so much anymore, but she was good TV. I don't care what y'all say. Kim was good TV when she was on the Housewives. And she would read you. Phaedra will read you. Shout out to Phaedra. She's on Married to Medicine. KANDI will read you. Marlo will read you. Eva, listen. One of the greats. Shout out to Eva from Top Model. I hope her and her husband didn't get a divorce because I think they were last year. Was it just me or was all 2023? It was just like the year of divorce. Kyle Richards said she was maybe getting a divorce. Drew Sidor, who should have been getting a divorce. Anyway, just my opinion, Drew. I feel like there were some other heavy people that I was just like, what is happening? Like major celebrity people were getting divorced. There were others that I can't think of at the moment. But anyway, bring Bob Whitfield back. He was so funny. I didn't like how he treated Sheree. That was terrible. But other than that, he was really, really funny with her. It's almost like because Sheree can be a bit boring. I like you, Sheree. Love your house, love all your styles and all that, girl. But with Bob, Sheree, it's amazing with him. Sort of like Cynthia without Peter, right? Cynthia's okay. Shout out to Cynthia, beautiful. But she's better when Peter's around in terms of, because he's problematic, and that's what you need when you have a person like Cynthia, right? That's all I'm saying. So anyways, the breaking news right now is that like I was saying, KANDI recently said, I think yesterday or at the Grammy, she did it somewhere major. She said basically she was being interviewed by someone and she was just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, I'm not returning to Bravo this season. Something about they took too long and KANDI got shit to do or stuff to do, sorry. And I ain't mad at her. I mean, it's a nice check to just have people following her with a camera. I mean, I don't know how difficult it is to be in that space. I'm sure it has its challenges, but for what the challenges are, keep running me my millions, okay? For these people to follow me around. I got my whole husband and my two new babies and my older baby. Like I'm living large, okay? I feel like since Kandi came on there, she's done nothing but use this platform properly. She brought her whole mama on there. Now they got a whole and her family around there cooking chicken and stuff and peach cobbler. Listen, they got 3 restaurants at the moment. I'm just saying she's winning. She's doing Broadway. I think she's a producer. I know her and her husband Todd Tucker did a whole movie on Bravo called The Past. Now I didn't make it through it. Okay. Shout out to y'all. But it felt very predictable, so I didn't. But I heard it was at the end, it was some big thing. I don't know. Maybe one day I will finish watching it. But it was just very predictable to me. So no shade. It's just who I am. So Kandi made that announcement a few days ago and kind of like shook the Bravo universe. And then now I'm hearing today that it's being confirmed allegedly that Porsha Williams is coming back. Now listen, I like Porsha. That my favorite. A lot of good Porsha great moments about Porsha Williams, but one of my favorite ones was when Kim Zolciak, like I said, she's one of the greats. So they were at Sheree's home, which shout out to Sheree. Any house I'm gonna live in, I'm gonna pick Sheree's. I don't care about everybody else, whatever, however big you are, however much money you have. No one knows how Sheree's able to pay for this house, except maybe Sheree. I don't know. But it's fabulous in every way, right? So they were at Sheree's home because she was having her, I guess, housewarming or whatever, or house reveal or whatever it is. It was fabulous. Um, and Kim was invited, obviously. And so most of the people were there. So Kim was there, Phaedra was there, Kandi was there. I believe Marlo was there. Kenya was there. Yeah, Marlo was there because I think she had these little signs that said shade and they look like shades. And so she would hold it up in front of her face. It was really cute. That's why I love Marlo. She's my person. Even though I don't like Aquarius people. Oh, Jesus. And they always find me, but I can't. I don't like Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio. No, I like Virgos, but they're the most unbothered people on planet Earth. So there's that. But anyway, so they were at Marla. No, they were at Sheree's housewarming, and Kenya's a great. I can't stand Kenya, but she's a great. I have to admit, she is. She's just a really good antagonist, and I don't think she's anyone's friend truly, or has any loyalties to anyone. Probably except I would say probably her child. And I love Baby Brooklyn. She's so gorgeous. That is a good thing for Kenya. I really am happy that happened for her. But other than that, I don't know that she has really any good redeeming qualities other than I guess being a businesswoman. She's just not my person because I just feel like she's mean. So anywho, so Kenya's there and so is Kim Zolciak. And Kenya is just poking at Kim. Or maybe, I don't know. I feel like Kim, I don't know who started the poking, but I feel like Kenya was poking. No, what was going on was Kenya was going through Sheree's house, mansion rather, Sheree, just saying, and saying things like, she was just pointing out everything. Oh, my light fixture's the same or similar. My bed headboard was custom. Mine was too. She was to me, I will agree with Kenya on this. She was, just I feel like playing the celebrity, what do you call it? Housewife TV show game. That's what she was doing. Reality TV show game. She's poking fun because Sheree came to Kim's house whenever, I mean, not Kim's house. Sheree came to Kenya's house whenever hers was done or whatever the case may be. And she poked at her too. So it is what it is. So it's par for the course. But Kim, who is or was friends with Sheree, wasn't having it. She caught all the shade and Kim wasn't having it. And so they're going back and forth or whatever. And Kenya's basically saying things like, you need to worry about your husband, why he doesn't have a job. And then Kim's running around America saying, oh, no, bitch. What she say? Kim was like, what she told to Kenya? She said, no, my husband had a $20 million contract or something like that. I think he's okay, bitch. And then Kim says something like, you need to be worried about your outfit or something because your coot is about to fall out, your pushy or whatever is about to fall out. And then Kenya says some remark back like, I know you want to see it or something like that. You might get lucky tonight. And then Here comes Kim. Kim's like, oh no, bitch, I have a man, a real one. I can't. Listen, I was done. Put a fork in me. I was done. Meanwhile, freaking frack. So fortunate. And Phaedra went in the bathroom. Shove it up there. It was just really cute. It was cute. I liked their friendship. I just hate that Phaedra, unfortunately, did whatever she did, and Porsha did whatever she did to kind of like try to take Kandi down. And it didn't even work, really, honestly. But so they come back to the argument that everybody's having in Sheree's bedroom. And like I said, Kim is like, "Oh no, bitch! I have a man at home, a real one." And I don't know what Kenya's response was, but it was something. And then Kim, I feel like just ate her alive. She was just kind of like, "You want my bitch? You want to be me? You want my life?" And Kenya, she pretty much Kim read Kenya's for filth, in my opinion, and that's difficult to do. I feel like because Kenya's kind of up there in terms of reading people, but Kim was like, "Bitch, you want to be me? You want my life? You want to be married? You're not. You want to have kids? You can't." Listen, I was like, and then this is why I say I love Porsha, because then production flashes back to Porsha, and Portia's like, what did she say? Kim girl, you and your what she say? Kim girl, you and your wig are winning, bitch. I could sit and watch that all day. That shit was so funny. I was like, yes. I'm saying all that to say, Porsha, congratulations if you wanted to come back, or they gave you the right check, whatever it was. I don't know. But it's just epic TV. I wasn't, and I'm still not like this big Porsha fan and Porsha's fandom or whatever. I think she made good TV. I do. Would never trust a Porsha just because of obvious reasons, right? But I love Porsha's family. Well, I didn't watch that show that everybody talked about. They said it was really hood radish. The one she got after she left with and married her coworker's husband or something like that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm like I could never trust Porsha. But I mean, she's gorgeous. I'll give her that. She's gorgeous. Her body stays bodying. Just saying, she got those boobs. Like I think season 2 or 3 after the guy she was married to, her ex-husband. I think he divorced her on Twitter or something, or told her about it. It was just terrible. You don't do that. That's just so savage. But Porsha and Kylie Jenner are the only 2 people on reality TV that I feel like have successfully played someone they're not effectively, right? So if you go back and watch Kardashian's early years when Kylie was really young, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever, she played her role as a Leo, which is very like extroverted, which is like me. I'm a Leo. And then now, like in the past, I would say 10 years or so, she's been there. It was just so soft spoken, and yeah, it's a different. I'm like, who is this person? Because this is not the Kylie that I saw growing up on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Same thing with Porsha. Porsha season 1, and I feel like maybe part of season 2, because I can't remember if she got divorced season 2. I think she did, but by season 3, listen, because season 1 and 2, Porsha was, my grandfather is this legendary man who, walked with Dr. King, and, he's in, part of Black history and culture. He's esteemed, and especially in Atlanta, whatever. And I was like, okay, Porsha, beautiful lady, flat chested for the most part, but beautiful. And, she talked about one of the things. I think Porsha said something like, people would say I lived a very charmed life, and they would be right, because I do. And then we found out after she didn't want to go to the strip club with the girls on the trip, and he, divorced her on Twitter or something. That's not really who Porsha was, obviously. But again, her and Kylie are the only 2 reality TV stars I've ever seen completely 360. Like, Porsha went from being this prim and proper, house, what do you call it? Trophy housewives, seemingly, going to galas and all this type of stuff, and who didn't want to go to, strip clubs. No shade either way, but I'm just like, how season 3, you've returned Porsha from Thoughtlandia. Where'd that come from, girl? But I listen. She played the role, and I ain't mad at her. She did it, and she walked her way. She sashayed her way right on into our living rooms, and we loved it. Like I said, she wasn't my favorite person, but she definitely was fun, and Kiki, I just feel like she needed to get her anger under control. So hopefully Porsha has her anger under control at this point. Like I said, she's gorgeous, she's funny, she's likable. She can keep it kind of light, you know what I mean? But she can definitely get down and dirty with you too. So it's like she makes for good TV. Um, but I'm still trying to figure out, because I saw some people out here reporting basically that Kandi got fired, and they're just allowing her, like they do, um, to say, oh, I made a decision, how they do. Like when people are losing a race, like the presidency or some sort of local mayor run or whatever it is, right? Oh, I want to spend more time with my family, or, I want to take care of my mother, or I want to spend more time traveling, whatever it is. That's what people are saying, is like that they allowed Kandi to basically announce it herself or leaving her way. But I think it's a little it's a little bit perplexing to me that Kandi announced that she's leaving for the reasons that she said, which is they took too long or they were playing around, whatever it was. So to me, they took too long from Kandi saying that they didn't give her an offer when she wanted one. That's what I want to believe, but I think the truth is somewhere in between that, and Kandi had some other offers in other areas of her life that made better sense for her family, and made better sense for her marriage, and made better sense for her other businesses. Um, and so I think it was somewhere in between there, and possibly they didn't pay her what, or didn't offer her what she wanted, possibly, because to me, with all of whatever Kandi has going on, and I don't even know what all Kandi has going on, I promise you that Bravo check is the easiest one in terms of how to obtain it. Because all you have to do is allow people. You got to interact with some people who are problematic or don't like you or haters or whatever it is. So you got to do that. But for the most part, you are kind of in control of whatever's going on, for the most part, or how you respond and things like that. You do have to be entertaining. So to me, if you're an artist, like or an actress, or like a recording artist or something like that, that takes a whole lot of time to lay down tracks, to write songs, to get the right key, to promote it, to and same thing with a television show or a movie. It takes time to learn those lines. There's a lot more work that goes into it as opposed to Housewives. Whereas you could just, like I said, let someone follow you around, and she at this point, 14 years in, you understand the assignment. Kandi knew exactly what to do, what not to do, whatever. Which I think is part of the reason. I could be wrong about this because I love Nene, but I do think that's part of the reason she had not had as much success as I think me and others, I mean, probably even Nene thought she should have had by now. Because Housewives was such easy money, and going into the different genres of entertainment may not be as easy for her. But I liked her on TV too as well. So I think though she felt like, if I build it, it'll come, because it came so easily. Just because Nene was just so likable, funny, not likable, can read you down. Plus, she's fun to be around. She would get the girls together type of thing. And plus, I think it almost felt like a Cinderella story, right? Nene was in the strip club at some point. She met with Greg, rest his soul in peace. He let her be a housewife or whatever the case may be. He made enough income, I guess, so that she didn't have to work. Um, and she was cool with it, and then her star rose and kept rising and kept getting brighter and brighter, and I think it made it look effortless, the rise to the top, right? So then I think, probably felt like it's gonna keep growing, and it hasn't. And I do still think, and Nene knows this, that she has a very, she'll probably, if she doesn't have a star on the Hollywood whatever walk, and then she still has a very big audience that loves her. I mean, she went on Carlos King for an hour, and I'm sure he got 5 million views or whatever on YouTube. So we all know that's proof in the pudding that people want to see her, people like her. She went on what? She went on, what was it, the Breakfast Club, and she was telling about all them people that were starless. This is why we need Nene. I'm just saying, listen, reading people down with 3 words. Anywho, guys, that's all I have. I just wanted to come on here and say, it appears to me that, yes, I think, because Andy also went on I guess on his talk show or his radio show or something, saying about how he loves Kandi, and they cried in the end, and this, that, and the third, and how she's one of the best people he ever had to work with, in that space, and he's gonna miss her, yada yada yada. He gave her a lot of flowers, I felt like. So good, congratulations, Andy. I don't trust him. He's slippery too. Just be clear, okay? But Kandi understood the assignment. She understood how to go somewhere, go to work, make money, and some more money. Cause what she tell her, I can turn a shade tree into a money tree. Listen, catch it. And sis did it and still doing it. I ain't even mad at her. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they handed Kandi an agreement or contract she wasn't really feeling, and she had some other things going on, so she just said, like, you know what, I'll take time off, because she's basically said she decided to take time off. There were other things that were really good and that she liked, being able to spend a lot of time with her family. But like I said, that's standard. But people don't win a race or don't get what they want, they'll say things like that. I'm not saying that that's untrue, but I know that that's what people will say. Or do you think, because this is the thing to me, where did we get Porsha's contract so quickly? Because Kandi said she's been saying for some months, like, what the hell? Like, why haven't they, they dragging their feet, whatever. But suddenly we didn't sign, sealed, and deliver Porsha? Help me understand. I think, so that to me says, y'all was already going to sign Porsha. Maybe Porsha said, I'm not going to sign until she ain't here no more. I don't know. But my thing is, I mean, I'm happy for Porsha, happy for her family, congratulations. But based on what the people have said in the streets and on the Twitterverse about that show that she had on her own, Porsha's Family Matters or something, they were just talking about they drug her and everybody. So I'm like, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Because if she's going to be that Porsha on the Real Housewives, I don't know that that's going to work. Unless we're trying to be like Zeus. And I've never watched a show on Zeus, but I've heard it's, ratchety. Just saying. So, guys, chime down in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that they always had Porsha kind of like waiting over here in the wings for Kandi to quit? Or do you think, they took too long, like Kandi said, and she's just like, I'm moving on, and maybe I'll come back, or I don't know, but I'm moving on. Because it's just a little bit inconvenient for me that Kandi quits, and then a week later, Porsha is hired. Unless this, like I said, all of this is alleged, but unless they're lying and it's not true. But I feel like someone's confirmed it somewhere, so... Anywho, I don't know what the network was, which outlet said it first, I forget, but I heard it on YouTube today and some other outlets. But anywho, let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Until next time, thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Chanel's Reality. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for watching.